Most cyclists accidentally detrain in July because they try to hit their winter power targets in 90-degree heat. Here is the fundamental dilemma of summer training. Quality interval work requires high power output to force adaptation, but clinical studies show heat reduces your achievable power by 10 to 20%. If you attempt intervals in the heat, your power drops, and your cardiovascular training stimulus is severely compromised. On the flip side, if you completely avoid the heat by staying inside all summer, you miss out on crucial plasma volume expansion. So how do we solve this dilemma? The answer is the hybrid principle. You must completely separate your training stimulus from your heat stimulus. Do your high-intensity intervals in a cool, controlled environment to maximize absolute power. Then do your low-intensity endurance work outdoors in the heat to force thermal adaptation without sacrificing watts. Let's look at a structured weekly split for peak summer. Tuesday and Thursday are your high-intensity days, done strictly indoors with a powerful fan or outside before 7 a.m. Wednesday and Saturday are your outdoor endurance days, where you intentionally accept the heat penalty for the adaptation. Here is the mistake most people make: taking an FTP test outdoors in mid-July. Heat inflates your heart rate and severely deflates power. You aren't detraining, you're just cooking. According to CTS protocols, you must adjust your summer metrics. Drop your outdoor power targets by 5 to 10% and add up to 10 beats per minute to your heart rate zones. Rate of perceived exertion actually becomes your most reliable metric when the core temperature spikes. For late summer target events, the 2025 Outside Velo Protocol recommends a dedicated heat block. Do your normal training in the cool, immediately followed by 25 minutes in a sauna or overdressed on the trainer. Repeat this 5 times a week for 3 weeks to fully adapt. This protocol looks highly effective on paper, but practically heat training creates massive hidden fatigue. Dehydration from a hot ride often takes 4 to 6 hours to fully correct. Because inflammation markers stay elevated significantly longer after hot rides, your recovery timeline must change. Add 1 extra rest day per week compared to your spring schedule. Furthermore, ensure your bedroom is between 65 and 68 degrees. Elevated nighttime core temperatures will absolutely destroy your deep sleep. Watch carefully for these critical red flags. If your resting heart rate is elevated by 5 beats for 3 consecutive mornings, or you experience persistent fatigue and sleep disruption, pull the plug. Take 3 to 5 days completely off outdoor heat exposure and move your rides indoors. A lot of amateur riders view indoor riding in July as giving up. It's not. Pro Tour riders use smart trainers like the Wahoo Kicker year-round, because it guarantees a pure, uncompromised physiological stimulus without weather interference. In the summer, an indoor fan is your best friend. Ultimately, stop fighting the heat and start using it strategically. Summer is the perfect time to build your aerobic base and thermal tolerance. Save your absolute peak performance for fall. Train smart, respect the heat, and I'll see you next time.